Look, I didn't want to make this video, but I guess I am. I relapsed, okay? When I did it, I felt guilt, I felt shame. I'm already over it. Because I think, why dwell in the negative emotions? It's a choice. I have the ability to move on. I have the ability to look for the positives, strive for better, and strive for what I actually set out to do. Just because I had one slip up doesn't mean I can let it define me. One moment of weakness does not define you. Just because I had one moment of weakness, I'm not gonna let it define the next 14 days. However long I set out for. You guys probably thought I was talking about... No. I set out to do a 14-day technology detox, and today I relapsed. Okay, I went on YouTube, I went on Instagram and Facebook. And, man, I know I've already said I've got over the disappointment and shame, but, man, I'm kind of pissed off with myself, man, because as soon as I got on, I was like, I didn't miss out on much. Like, what the fuck? Is this really what I'm going on here for? It's so dumb. I thought I was going to be like, when I hopped on, I didn't go on for 3 days. I thought I was going to be like, oh my god, I missed out on so much shit. This is crazy. Oh my god. Holy shit. Nothing even changed. It's the same shit. Every time. It's happened to me before. I took a week break off. I took 7 days off before all technology. As soon as I hopped on, right before I hopped on, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be crazy. So I'm going to see so much shit. This is going to be insane. I hop on, I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't miss out on much. It's almost like the idea of wanting to go on technology is better, is more appealing than actually being on the technology itself. Because when I hop on, it's like, oh my god, it's just bland. It's not even anything to get excited about. Look, I am guilty. I am feeling a bit shame for what I did, but at the same time, the past 2 days, I was fully off it. And, I mean, that's an accomplishment in itself. I'm in lockdown. There's really not so much you can do, man. You can only go for walks so many times in a day. And, 2 days, I'm proud of myself. I'm still going to continue do this 14 days that I set out to do. But, it's hard. It's a very hard thing to do, especially when my entire family is on technology the whole day. There's no one to join me in this. I saw one dude in the comments, he said he's going to join me. I'm sorry, bro, I let you down. I'm still not going to reply to any comments just for the moment, just because I want to stay true to what I said. I just wanted to give you guys an update on that I relapsed. And, it's so not worth it. I was so proud of myself for those 2 days, and I ruined it today. But, what can you do? I can't dwell in the negative emotions. It feels like almost a relapse on NoFap as well. Like, you're all hyped up to like see the feeling again, see the dopamine rush, and as soon as you get it, it's like, okay, is that it? Is that what I was really all piped up for and hyped up for? It's not even that good. And then you're left with the self that was there before all the dopamine rush and the serotonin rush. You're left with guilt and shame. And if you didn't do that instant validation pleasure, you wouldn't have that guilt and shame. You would have the self, that you are left with the proud, disciplined self. And this goes for everything, man. It goes for technology addiction, it goes for fapping addiction, it goes for everything. When you succumb to the dopamine rush, after it's gone, you're left with guilt and shame. But if you don't, you're left with the self that is proud of the discipline you have achieved and proud of how far you've come. You've just got to make the decision. Do I want that instant pleasure? Do I want that instant gratification, or do I want the long-term validation and gratification? Because me personally, I want the long-term gratification because it feels better. I've lived the life of wanting instant gratification and doing instant gratification, playing video games 6 hours straight, eating stuff in my face with junk food, instant gratification, jerking off every day, instant gratification, 2-3 times a day, instant gratification. And it's not a life I want to live, because as soon as you do it, as soon as you get rid of that pleasure, you're left with guilt, shame, regret. But when you don't do these things, yeah, you may not have the massive rush of pleasure and dopamine, but there's no come down. Look at my hands when I do this. When you're on the path of instant gratification, you're like this. You come up, you're really high for a bit, and then you come way back down, below where you were. But when you on the path of delayed gratification, you go like this. You just stay on a steady line. You may have some high ups, you may have a little bit down, but mostly you're on a steady line. But when you're chasing this instant gratification, you go up and way down, up and way down. It's these waves. I want to live my life cool, calm, collected. What's the word? I've literally said it 100 times, 1,000 times in the past 20 seconds. Delayed gratification is the way I'm trying to live, okay? And social media addiction is not it. And that's what I did today. I lived a moment of instant gratification. And as I said before, I'm not going to let a moment of weakness define me. Just because I went on the technology today doesn't mean I have to do it for the rest of my life, okay? I still have the ability to cut it out because I did it the past 2 days. Anyway, thank you for all the comments, likes, subscribers recently. I have read a couple, but I just don't want to reply to them at the moment. Once this 14 days up, I'm going to reply to all of them, I promise. Thank you for watching. Stay salubrious. Peace and love.